All right, guys, what's up? Gobble, gobble. Yes, it's that infamous, wonderful time of November where it's about to be Turkey Day, dogs. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Guys, you have no idea. I can't wait to throw down. I can't. Look, I'm bumping my table and everything because it's about to go down on Turkey Day. But that besides the point, we got other vlogs on that coming up soon. My bad, guys, because I had to throw my wig on. It's about time for me to tune these bad boys up. So, hair looking a little razzle dazzled up there. So, I haven't worn one of these in a little while. But, all right. So, now I get myself together. Guys, so we got a lovely topper request. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. But this is different, guys. So I got my first ever topper request from a woman that was a former bisexual woman. Let's get into it. So she reaches out to me. She stated like, "Hey, I'm a former bisexual woman. I was in a full-fledged relationship with a man and a woman." Now, she did not classify herself as poly. She just simply said, "I was bisexual. I had a man, I had a woman. We were in a wonderful relationship," and she called it as that. So what ended up happening was, she has a young daughter, and apparently, the little baby went to school. They was doing like a show and tell type thing, and the daughter abruptly stated that how her mommy has another mommy and has a daddy all together, which is the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? They were a full fledged family, and you know, it sparked some concerns, unfortunately, with the school. So she had to have an uncomfortable parent teacher conference, stating that, hey, and this is just a regular public school. This is not a, religious school or anything like that, but, that she was questioned about that. And I'm like, over that? Seriously? Really? That's what we're doing? But, there's a little bit of a conservative movement that's coming through these days. So maybe that's what it was. Don't know. But long story short, they just told her like, "Hey, we get it, but at the same time, we will appreciate things like this not be brought up in this environment." You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, she kind of was shunned and looked at a certain way, especially when it came to family functions, and it was a little awkward because as word got out about her situation, she definitely received some uncomfortable stares and such. So needless to say, she made a tough choice of walking away from that relationship. It broke her heart, but the thing was, she was getting a little bit ridiculed because she was openly involved with a man and a woman. And, the thing was, she did just have to just come to terms with that, and she just didn't feel comfortable. And she had to look out for her daughter, so she ended the relationship. So fast forward, guys. This is some time has passed. She moved on. She has dated. She's currently actually dating right now. But the thing is, she is just not the same. She has not been able to connect with anyone on that same level as she did when she was with her former boyfriend and girlfriend. She's dated, but it just the connection has came nowhere near close. So her topic request was, would you get back with an ex? Like, would you entertain getting back with an ex from the past? um, because the thing was, she just wasn't sure. Like, is she wrong to feel this way? Is this something that other people has experienced, especially with her particular case? Is this something that you know is seen as crazy, perhaps because of the fact of the situation of circumstances? Well, I think very few people will be able to understand this, especially if they're not, have not lived in that type of relationship environment. For me, I have never been in the trouple, or whatever they call it, threesome relationship. I've never been in that. Um, this one's a tough one, but I will say on what I be interested in entertaining an ex, like if I ever wanted to, or if that opportunity came up, would I date an ex again? No. None of mine. No. The thing was, or should I say is, possibly every single woman I've ever dated, I just didn't have no business being with. And let's just be real. All my exes, it was more of, I think I admitted this in my other vlogs, where a lot of, I just didn't have no business being with them. We clearly was not a match, you know. So with that, it just, nah. Nah. And they probably will, I don't know, because I've definitely experienced some of them over the past. Try to reach back out and to establish something again, but nah. One thing about me, if it didn't work beforehand, it's probably not gonna work now. And again, we just did not have that type of connection. And I can honestly say none of the women I've ever been with, I actually never truly loved. It was more of a convenience. And I can be a woman enough to admit that, because the thing was, back then, I was just too afraid to be alone. So, I was dating them more for the convenience aspect versus the love aspect. And now, no, I absolutely I would rather be with someone that I truly, established a genuine connection with and grew to love. That's my thing now. So with that, with her, my viewer, I mean, that's tough love. I definitely do get it. And I get the fact that you had to bow out of that situation for the sake of your kids and things like that, or your child. The thing is, since you did end things on a good note, and then did say this, guys. She did end things on a good note. She didn't just say, "Okay, guys, I can't do this no more. It's over." No, they both understood why she had to back away from the relationship. They truly got it. And my thing is, I don't know if now the one thing is, my viewer did not state if those two individuals moved on or whatnot. So please, love, because I did ask you that and I didn't get a response. So please let me know if they did or didn't. But if they did move on, that's possibly your answer right there, especially if they're happy, with where they're at. If not, then, I mean, it doesn't hurt to reach out and say, hey, maybe we can try to work this out, because, but then the thing is, I will ask you, if that's something you want to do, and if that's something you're thinking about doing, what would change the situation with your child? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this happens again with your child, are you going to be able to overcome it? Or is it still going to be something in the back of your mind that makes you worry? That's the main factor right there, because you don't want to set yourself up again for a bad situation, you know what I'm saying, and then hurt other people and you get hurt yourself. I mean, if anything, the main benefactor that caused you to walk away from a relationship, I will have to ask first if you have that, squashed and taken care of. Make sure that's not going to be an ongoing issue for you in the future. Because even if you move on to someone else, the thing is, is this going to be a problem for you? You know what I mean? So I would probably try to establish that first and then go from there. But guys, you let me know, like, has this ever been something that you questioned and wondered if you should ever, if the opportunity presented itself, would you ever try to get back with an ex? Like, have you thought about wanting to get back with the ex versus, or if the ex reached out to you, would you give that ex a second chance? Especially around this time, I've been hearing this one a lot too. But for me, nah, I've been happier, and probably sure a couple of my exes, they same with them. But nah. But kudos to people though who actually has got back with their exes, did the second chance thing, and they worked things out, and things been so much more better and beautiful for them. Very wonderful. Kudos for those who actually has made that happen. But you guys let me know, would this be something that you would want to do or no? Let me know.